First match of the day, a 48-kilogram contest between Tim Vanni from the United States, 25 years old. He's the U.S. champion from 1985. His opponent today, a young fellow, Alfredo Leyva from Cuba. He's 18 years old, a student in Havana, and he's had just 3 international tournaments. So let's see how this one goes.
And it's Vanni in red from the Sun-Kissed Kids and Leyva from Cuba in blue. Leyva made the first shot. It was a missed throw, and now Vanni gets a high crotch single. They go off the edge of the mat. He's giving him 1 point. So Vanni scores first on this, Jerry. He's got a hyperextended elbow, but it doesn't seem to slow him down. But he's tough.
So Vanni jumps out to the lead here.
Yeah,
1 point for him.
Tough front head and arm in here now. It's a bit of a shock for this young Leyva from Cuba. He's never been out of the country before to walk into this. Good experience for him. Okay, he tries a fireman's.
Tim Vanni in the red. Alfredo Leyva in blue.
No point scored on that. Oh, a nice shoulder throw by Vanni. Ah, nice one. He's got Leyva in trouble.
That's worth some points to Vanni.
Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful throw, Jerry. Nice shoulder throw.
So Tim Vanni, with the early lead here, has his man in trouble right now on the mat.
And he goes up 4-0 over Alfredo Leyva in blue of Cuba. Trying a leg ride here. He doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. The referee says, stand up, boys. Let's get at it again on our feet.
And so they'll move to the center of the mat, and they'll start again with Tim Vanni out in front by 4-0 here in the first round.
We get a highlight on that shoulder throw, highlight 1. And he takes him down again with that high crotch.
Vanni has his man down on the mat again. They're in that passive area on the red side, but that's okay.
Okay, he's working a chicken wing here, and he's got it snug tight. He's got that cinched up. He's got it cinched. He's trying to gut wrench here. Does he get anything? No, he got the head out first. Oh, he had that snugged up. That could have been trouble for Leyva right there.
So Leyva escapes disaster here in the first round, and they start again at the center of the mat.
Vanni's not letting up. He's keeping this pressure on Leyva. Young kid going to his first international competition. Duck under attempt by Vanni in red. Vanni from the Sun-Kissed Kids, lots of experience.
And he's showing that right now over the young Leyva from Cuba, who's been in trouble right from the beginning and is trailing now 5-0.
Leyva tries a fireman's carry attempt, and Vanni has countered it very well. There's no point scored yet. Now, Leyva comes in a rear standing position. He gets the point. Scores his first point. So we're now sitting at a 5-1 score for Vanni.
So the young Leyva comes back with a point, but he still trails 5-1 here in the first round.
Well, he's the Cuban Espoir champion, the under-20 champion. He's trying a cross-leg tilt here, but he runs out of time on it. Score 5-1 for Tim Vanni in red from Sun-Kissed Kids over Alfredo Leyva in blue from Cuba.
Good work by Tim Vanni so far in this bout. As we said, he's the most experienced man here. He's 25 years old, Leyva just 18, and there's the end of the first 3-minute period. 5-1 for Tim Vanni from the U.S. Sun-Kissed Kids over Alfredo Leyva of Cuba. All right, the 1-minute rest period over now. Tim Vanni with a 5-1 lead. He is in red over Alfredo Leyva of Cuba in the blue. Alfredo Leyva much more inexperienced than Tim Vanni. Has the age advantage as well. He's 25 compared to Leyva 18, and Vanni is showing that he is in full control.
Leyva tries a leg attempt here. I just don't think he has the muscle to finish it. And he's scrambling, Good moving in the part of
Leyva, he gets on top of his man. Now see what he can do with it.
Well, he certainly hasn't appeared to be intimidated by this.
He scored a point there. It's 5-2 now. Alfredo Leyva attempting a comeback here against a much more experienced Tim Vanni.
Hey, he's working that chicken wing. He's trying to get a gut wrench. He had to give up on the cross ankle tilt, but I don't think he's getting anything here, and the referee stands them both up.
And so they'll start in the center of the mat again. Once again, Tim Vanni in the red, leading this bout 5-2.
But they're jockeying for position here. Leyva has very good firemen. Now, Vanni has a tight head and arm here. He may try a tilt off this. This guy is inexperienced, and we'll see what happens. No.
Couldn't quite make it. And they both stand up, and they'll probably go out of bounds, and they do.
And there's no points there. Oh, he's giving Blue a point. Yes, he's saying, Vanni, you retreated. Now it's 5-3. He's back in the ball game, Jerry. So Leyva's back in the ball game.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in this bout, and Alfredo Leyva of Cuba has got back into it. It's 5-3 now. He still trails, but he has scored 2 points in this round, and he's going for more. Alfredo Leyva in blue against Tim Vanni in red. Tim Vanni with a 5-3 lead, and they go out of bounds once again. No points awarded on that little exchange there, so he'll stand him up and start in the middle once more.
I'm impressed by Leyva. He hasn't backed a step here. He was down 5-zip, and now it's 5-3.
He has done exceedingly well in this round compared to the way
he's won this round, Jerry.
Very slow start, but he has definitely come back.
In fact, Vanni's going to get a caution for not wrestling aggressively.
Vanni perhaps holding the lead, maybe backing off a little bit, but that could prove to be disastrous, the way that Alfredo Leyva has come on here in the second round.
That's given him new life. What have we got, Jerry? About a little better than a minute. Minute 15?
Minute 15 to go. And Leyva gets the advantage due to the passivity shown by Tim Vanni.
He still wants that crossed ankle tilt.
Well, he's working on it with Vanni strictly in a defensive position. Alfredo Leyva in the blue, trying to make a move on his man here. He's down 5-3.
Okay, he ran out of time. He couldn't get that thing locked up. And we're less than a minute. Got 45 seconds. 45 seconds, still lots of time for Leyva to hold us out of the fire.
45 seconds to go. Leyva, the man who's the only man to score points in this round. He scored a couple, but he needs 2 more to tie. Tim Vanni in the red.
Oh, a nice knee tap. A nice knee tap by Vanni. Just a very good finesse move at this stage in the match. 3 points. Looking at that arm.
2 points, pardon me.
At that arm. 7-3 now for Vanni. If he can keep that arm, he might be able to tilt him here. Yes, that's the one he was trying earlier. He picked up another shoe, and that's put it out of reach.
So those 2 little moves give Vanni 9 points, 9-3 over Alfredo Leyva, and with just seconds left in this match, 9-8 as it counts down, he's just about got this one wrapped
watching the
up.
whip over here. He's got a cross face. The referee says stand him up. We just got a few seconds left. There's nothing going to happen here.
With just 2 seconds left, it looks as though Tim Vanni, there it is.
And Vanni wins it 9-3.
And so Tim Vanni takes the first one, the first bout of today, a 48-kilogram event, 9 points to 3 over Alfredo Leyva of Cuba. The 1986 Canada Cup of Wrestling will return on CTV's Wide World of Sports right after this.